Hello everyone, today I will be talking to you about all the cherry fragrances in my collection. So I just want to tell you that cherry is really my favorite note. I've been hunting for it for years. So the first one which started my cherry hunt is none other than Sweet by Lolita Lempicka. This is a cherry which is very dense. It's straightforward cherry from the top until the end. So this cherry is sweetened up with sugar, and it's a little bit powdery with iris and also some cocoa powder. However, it is never going towards the cocoa-ish chocolatey direction. No, it is forever cherry. So this is what starts. This is what initiates my journey to search for all these cherry fragrances. The next cherry fragrance that I want to talk about is, of course, the Guerlain line, the La Petite Robe Noir by Guerlain. This is the original one, the EDP, and then you have the Black Perfecto. These two are very grown-up cherry. It is cherry mixed with some dark notes like patchouli, and there's so many other notes in here. This is actually patchouli, cherry, and some licorice note. And the licorice and patchouli note in here makes the cherry quite dark. And it's not as sweet as this one, but it's definitely like a grown-up sister of sweet. So other than La Petite Robe Noir, I have Black Perfecto by Guerlain. So this is cherry with leather. When I first got this one, I was thrilled because it's a really rare find for me. I've waited for years to get my hands on it. So these two are really like grown up kind of cherry. So other than the two, the one that I always wear the most out of these three would be this one, as these two are quite, I would say, projection is quite loud. Sometimes I don't feel comfortable wearing it in very hot weather. So let's talk about some not so dense cherry scent. The first one I want to talk about is, of course, this baby here. This is Cherrylushious by This is Cherrylushious by Ganache Parfum. I almost say Guerlain. No, it's by Ganache Parfum. Ganache Parfum is an indie house which makes gourmand perfume, and this is one of it which utilizes the note of cherry. If you're looking for a cherry with chocolate, tobacco, chocolatey note, this would be one. This one is really a cherry wrapped in chocolate, and the chocolate note would not disappoint you. Other than Cherrylushious, I also have Modern Muse by Estee Lauder. Modern Muse Le Rouge Gloss. This one, I seldom get people talking about it. Maybe it's because it is cherry also among the first blast, but the cherry is quite polite. I wouldn't say it's a straight in your face kind of cherry. It's a little bit like classic, elegant, a little bit old school kind of cherry. So you get a little bit of vinyl, the scent of vinyl, a little bit plasticky scent with it. So it's not as fruity as the rest. And then I have this little sister, and this is Valentina blush, and this one is a rather difficult find for me also because it seems to be sold out everywhere. And when I finally got my hands on it, I was really excited. So this, I've gone through several samples, then finally I've made up my mind to purchase it. This is a cherry with a lot of fruity notes for me. However, it does retain the elegance of the house Valentino. After all, it's Valentino. You know, the house of Valentino, they make very elegant note, and it's very smoothed out. It's not a childish perfume in any way. It's a very smoothed out, it's a very no rough edges kind of cherry note. And the most recent one I got my hands on would be this one, the Prada Candy Gloss. And Prada Candy Gloss, like I've reviewed before, this is like a cherry dipped in icy sugared water. It's a very wet kind of cherry. So out of all these cherry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all of these 7 cherries, I think the one that I like the most would be ultimately this one. From the beginning, I have fallen in love with Sweet by Lolita Lempicka. This one would be my first favorite. And then it would be this one, Valentino blush. I cannot, I have tried. I've gone through several samples. Then I finally made up my mind to own it. It just proves how much I love it. Although I can't really get much wear out of this because it's quite pricey. And other than that, the cherry note that I find very special would be Cherrylushious by Ganache Parfum, because it's a one-of-a-kind cherry with the chocolate note quite out front. And then I would say the Guerlain would be my very grown-up sexy cherry, and Modern Muse Rouge gloss would be my serious cherry, and Prada Candy gloss would be my dessert, fun time, chill time kind of cherry. So all this cherry note fragrance features the note of cherry through and through, and although the projection is really not that kind of room filler, I really enjoy it as all of them has quite good longevity. And then last but not least, I would say I would top off all these cherry fragrances with this lotion. It's a Nivea baby lotion. I'm not doing any advertisement for them. I just find it very useful when I use this lotion first to moisturize myself. Then I lather myself liberately with all these cherry fragrances. It really kind of stick to it, And one thing about this scentless lotion is that my fragrance can get the maximum place, the maximum opportunity to perform itself. So that's all from me. I'm sorry I keep focusing on the green ladybug at the end. That's my baby's teether. So that's all from me today. If you have any other cherry fragrances that you have tried and you want to let me know, please comment down below, and please subscribe for more videos, and I will share with you my thoughts about fragrances, and let's have an interaction, and I really want to know what you think about cherry, and if you have any recommendations, please don't forget to leave a comment down below. So that's all for me. Bye.